I'm running a $200 Amazon gift card the entire month of July. All you have to do to enter is like this video, be subscribed, turn on your notifications, and leave a comment why you want to win it with your Twitter handle attached. I will announce the winner at the end of the month on Twitter. Many of us love horror games. They give us the thrill that movies do with an added layer of personalization, as a good horror game can make you feel that you are truly the one in danger. Well, some horror games definitely go above and beyond our expectations for scares. What's up, guys? Jimmy here. Welcome to Chaos Top 10, and today we are going to be counting down our picks for the top 10 scariest horror game scenes that you can't unsee. And just a heads up, some plot points are going to be discussed, so spoiler alert. And now, let's get into this. Kicking off our list, dogs. Specifically, dogs through windows in Resident Evil, and this is an insanely unexpected jump scare from the original Resident Evil game. You're just strolling through the mansion when suddenly zombie dogs just blast through the window out of nowhere. Who thought zombie dogs could be so scary? I mean, seriously, this comes out of nowhere. This is a true legit jump scare. If you've ever played the original Resident Evil and this ever happened to you, I want you to let me know in the comment section. At number 9, your first death in Five Nights at Freddy's. Okay, a lot of people don't like these games. They have kind of gotten a little out of control recently with the merchandise and whatnot, but you or anybody else cannot deny that the first time you got killed in Five Nights at Freddy's, you were scared as hell. Something about this simple atmosphere and the childish style and aesthetic just made the initial death very, very terrifying. Although the scares do get a little stale in these games after a while, and I think that's the case with any horror games. That initial very first death in Five Nights at Freddy's was absolutely nuts. At number 8, we have the Xenomorphs introduction in Alien Isolation. Few things in games are intimidating as the Xenomorph in 2014's Alien Isolation. If you've ever played it, I know you will full-heartedly agree with me. The initial introduction of the alien is a little underwhelming, but when you first come face-to-face with it, it's absolutely terrifying as you stand still and try desperately not to be seen. You come across the Xenomorph countless times throughout the game, and no matter how many times you see it, you honestly never get used to it, which is just, that's praise to them for the developers making the game. Every single time is terrifying. Watching it slither around and growl as it hunts you down. It's a video game, but it's scary. Man, back in the day, this game was one of the scariest games I ever played. At number 7, the elementary school in Fear 2. While Fear has kind of died out recently as a series, and also since 2 is considered to be one of the weaker entries, there is one scene in Fear 2 that will scare you no matter who you are or how conditioned you think you are to horror games or jump scares. You have to walk through an abandoned, dimly lit elementary school. The suspense is insane as things move on their own, and you keep expecting some kind of enemy to jump out at you, and every second that nothing actually happens to you, you get more and more on edge, which they did perfectly. I miss this series, I really do. I wish they would come out with a Fear 3 and just bring back the original terrifying jump scares from the first one. Something about mannequins is creepy in any sense in my mind, and when you wrap them into a storyline with a horror game, it's even worse. It's almost magnified. At number 6, the mannequin room in Condemned Criminal Origins. This is a commonly forgotten first-person horror game from 2005, and it's a shame because it had some great scares in it. Perhaps the best of them was the mannequin room. You come across a full room of mannequins. Like I said, that's already creepy in itself, but it gets even creepier when you realize that they only move when you're not looking at them. You'll be looking at them, and they'll be still. But then when you turn around and turn back again to see them ever so slightly closer to you, it's like the Super Mario or the mannequin Easter egg on Nuketown and Black Ops. And with every time you turn around, they get closer. If you've never played Condemned Criminal Origins, go try it. It still holds up greatly today. I think everybody will agree that there's something creepy about babies in horror movies in general. And at number 5, the baby in Dead Space 2. I mean, well, creepy babies in horror movies and games. I don't know what it is, but they can make babies really, really creepy. But what's even creepier is when the babies lovingly run into your arms and explode, sending your bloody chunks splattering onto the walls. This scene has become famous in gaming, in the gaming world, but back when Dead Space 2 actually came out, this was one of the biggest jump scares and perhaps the most disturbing part of the whole game. I mean, it was a baby that was a bomb. It was a baby bomb, which there's just something not right about that, and you add it into a horror game, I don't know. I don't even feel right talking about it. Okay, once again, mannequins at number 4. The Mannequin Room in Silent Hill 3. Okay, remember the Mannequin Room we discussed from Condemned Criminal Origins. This one is even scarier. The Mannequin Room in Silent Hill 3 is absolutely terrifying. You walk into a supply room full of mannequins and boxes full of random plastic body parts. It is dead silent too. Every little noise sounds crazy loud, making you even more on edge the whole time you're in here. And what's even scarier, this is good, is nothing happens. While in Condemned, you're expected that the mannequins are going to follow you, and they do. But in Silent Hill 3, you expect them to move, but they just sit there idly watching you, which honestly is even scarier than them following you around. Speaking of the Silent Hill series, at number 3, everything in PT. We have the playable teaser for Silent Hills from 2014. This game was supposed to reignite the Silent Hill series and bring it back into the spotlight with a new first-person game directed by horror legend Guillermo del Toro. As most of you all know, though, the game was canceled in development, but not before the demo came out, known simply as PT. This demo was terrifying, scaring just about everyone, even the seasoned horror veterans out there. You walk through the same hallway, time and time again, with slight changes each time, all while the demonic Lisa messes with you and hunts you down. From clocks that never change, to fetuses in sinks, to a hanging refrigerator full of blood and probably dead people, PT had it all. And it's a shame. It's a damn shame that we will never get this full game. People were mad when they found out this was not going to be any more than a demo. Everything about Pyramid Head is creepy. And at number 2, we have Pyramid Head's introduction in Silent Hill 2. And once again, the Silent Hill series rears its ugly head. This moment makes it onto a lot of Chaos Top 10s, but for very good reason. This moment introduced the world to the terrifying and now iconic Pyramid Head, and also went down in gaming history in perhaps the most terrifying character introduction ever. You walk down a hallway of an abandoned apartment complex when you come across this huge man with a giant metallic pyramid for a head, violently doing stuff to 2 mannequins before killing them and dragging them off while you actually go hide. Pyramid Head is easily one of the most intimidating characters ever in a video game, and an epic addition to this list. Perfect for this list. Okay, it is time for our number 1 spot on today's list. You guys know how this works. Guess in the comment section on Twitter. Let me know if you actually got it right. And we are going classic old school. The first zombie in Resident Evil. I have no doubt in my mind that this is the scariest moment in gaming. Back in the day, this absolutely terrified people, and it still holds up today. You enter a room and see 2 people. One is laying on the ground and the other is bent over him. After a couple seconds, you can see that the person on the ground is dead and the one on top is a zombie. Remember, this is back in the very beginning of Resident Evil, and the zombie is chomping down on him. After dropping the victim's head on the ground, the zombie slowly turns around to look you in the eye. This moment is just as iconic as it is terrifying, in my opinion. In just about every new remake of the original game, this moment gets scarier and scarier, but there's just something about the blocky graphical style of the original that makes the zombie the scariest thing in the world, in my opinion. And there you have it, my friends. Those are 10 of the scariest horror game moments that you will never unsee. Let me know if we got it right or wrong. Which ones did we miss? There is a playlist below if you guys want to check out all the other top 10s. I put up a brand new gaming top 10 every single night and a brand new non-gaming top 10 every single day. There is also a link below if you guys would like to submit ideas for future top 10s on this channel. Thank you for all the support on these videos as always, and I'll see you tomorrow for another one.